Hey everyone, welcome back to Figma Fusion Studio. Today, we're diving into Figma variables and prototypes. Before we jump into advanced variable techniques, it's crucial to understand how they work in prototyping. In this lesson, we'll break down set variables, how to assign values dynamically, set variable modes switching between different states, conditionals, adding logic-based interactions. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid foundation to start using variables effectively in your Figma prototypes. So let's get started. I've prepared a draft design to demonstrate how Figma variables work in prototypes. As you know, we already covered some basic click actions in the introduction to variables lesson. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend checking out first for better understanding. The link is provided in the description. Let's get started. If you try to add an interaction to an action item in Figma, you'll notice options like set variables, set variable modes, and conditionals. Let's start with set variables. This is pretty simple. Set variables allows you to dynamically assign a value to a variable during an interaction. This means you can change text, colors, numbers, or booleans in real time within your prototype, making it more interactive and flexible. Let's see it in action. Here, we have a See All button here. Normally, clicking on it, it will be navigates to another page. But what if we could show the content on the same page using variables? First, duplicate the cards 3 times. Next, we need a way to hide these duplicated items. To do this, go to Local Variables, create a boolean variable, and name it Hide Cards. Now, let's see how to control visibility dynamically. Now, let's assign the variable to our duplicated cards. Select a card, go to the Appearance section, click on the eye icon, and select a boolean variable we created. The card is now hidden. Add a quick interaction. Go to Prototype Mode, select the See All button, and click the Interaction plus U icon. Set Trigger to unclick. Choose Action, Set Variable. In Target, select Boolean variable and set the value to true. This means that on click, the variable will set our Boolean property to true. Now, go to Preview mode and click the button. All the cards are visible. Now, in Preview mode, clicking the button will reveal all the cards, but wait, our button still says See All. We need to change it to See Less. Let's fix that next. To change text dynamically, we need to create a text variable. Go to Local Variables, create a string variable named See All, and set the text value as See All. Two, create another string variable named See Less, with the text value as See Less. Go to the artboard, select the text, and in the right side panel, find the Align Variable icon next to the text title. Click on it and select See All Variable since the initial text should be See All. Change text dynamically unclick. Go to Prototype Mode, select See All Text, and click on Click under Interaction. In the small pop-up, click the plus icon and select Set Variable. Target, select See All String. Value, select See Less. Why use a variable instead of directly changing the text? If you want to update the text later, example, change See Less to view fewer, you won't have to search through all prototype interactions, it's easier to manage. Now, go to Preview mode. On click, all the cards appear, and the text changes to See Less. But how do we go back to See All when clicking See Less? Since we've already added a click action, how can we toggle between these two states? As I mentioned at the beginning, there are 3 types of variables in prototype mode. We just explored set variables, which assigns a value to a variable during an interaction. But what if we needed a button to perform 2 different actions based on a condition? That's where conditionals come in. Conditionals allow us to create logic-based interactions in Figma prototypes. We can define rules that trigger specific actions depending on variable values. Let's dive into conditionals mode and see how it works. To check the condition, we need to create a number variable. Step 1. Create a number variable. Go to Local Variables and create a number variable and name. See all logic with an initial value of 0. This variable will only be used to check the condition, so it doesn't need to be assigned anywhere. However, for better understanding, I'll create a text property and assign this variable to it. Step 2. Set up a conditional logic. Go to Prototype mode to select the See All tag. Click under Interaction. Here's something to note. Previously, when adding set variable, the icon was in the top right corner because we had only one interaction. Now, since we need multiple interactions, the icon will appear at bottom left corner along with a icon to remove conditions. Step 3. Create if condition. You will now see if and else condition options. What did we check here? If the number variable is equal to 0, perform specific action. Drag the interaction into the if condition. Step 4. Define actions in the else condition. Click on else, then click the icon at the bottom left. Select set variable. Target, hide guards value, false. Then click the icon at the bottom left. Select set variable. Target, sealed text value, see all. Step 5. Preview and check. Go to preview mode and test the interaction. Now, the test changes to see less, and all cards are visible, but we still can't go back. Why? The number variable is still 0, meaning no update is happening. So, how we handle the else condition? Let's fix it. Step 1. Update the number variable on click. Go to Artboard, select Prototype mode, and click on See All to open interactions. We need to change the number variable in clicking See All so it can switch between conditions. Step 2. Modify the if condition. Select the if condition and click the plus icon. Choose Set Variable. Target, see logic, our number variable. Value, 1. Meaning, when we click See All, the number variable updates to 1, allowing us to check the else condition. Step 3. Modify the else condition. Select the else condition and click the plus icon. Choose Set Variable. Target, see logic, number variable. Value, 0. Meaning, when we click See All again, the number variable updates to 0, switching it back to the initial state. Step 4. Test to Prototype mode. Go to Prototype mode and check how it works. Wow! Now it's working as expected. The number variable was added just to visualize the condition logic. On first click, it changed to 1, and on second click, it switched back to 0. This was just for understanding how the condition logic worked. Delete the number property. Go to Artboard and remove the number variable. Since the logic works internally, we don't need to display this number anymore. Now, the interaction still works as expected without needing the number property visually. That's it for today. In the next video, we'll continue exploring another way to set variables and handle conditions in Figma prototypes. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more food tips. See you in the next one. Happy designing!